Hi everybody, it's Faye here in the garden on this lovely sunny February morning, and I have a meditation for you that will help you connect to the garden, but also in a sense connect in a much deeper way, perhaps with others, with yourself, and with the wider sense of kind of what's happening in the world. So we're going to do that in a minute, but before we get into that, I just want to say I've got an announcement. So we have our online gathering coming up this week to connect with the energies of the new moon, with the new Chinese New Year, the fire horse, and also the partial solar eclipse. And actually, my apologies, I had advertised that and I'd shared that as it would be happening on Wednesday, but it's actually going to be happening on Tuesday the 17th. So my apologies. I will put the link, I will send you the link on the day, and it's free if you are one of my paid monthly subscribers. Otherwise you can just join us and I'll send you the link. So sorry about that, it's happening on Tuesday. And it's a very exciting time, as you know, in terms of astrology, but also in terms of the fact that we're in spring in the Northern Hemisphere, or rather we're starting. It's starting, isn't it? We have snowdrops around. Some of the daffodils are kind of poking up, and there is a sense of life. You can tell, you can hear the birds in the garden, and you can see my polytunnel behind me. We're not really doing much in there at the moment, but we've had such a waterlogged week, as much of the UK has as well. So I don't know about other parts of the world, but do let me know how you're doing. And it's just really nice that today is a sunny, bright day, that we can really get sort of out and kind of connect with the garden really without feeling that we're damaging it with things being so waterlogged. So this meditation that we're going to do, you can do it in your garden, or you can do it from inside, so up to you. Obviously I'm here in the garden space, so just get yourself connected, comfortable, cozy. I'm wearing loads of layers so I don't get cold, and my waterproof trousers of course, so I don't get a wet bum. But just bring yourself to center. So I do that by placing my hand on my heart or my hand on my belly. I've got one hand on my heart, one hand on my belly. Close your eyes and start to take some lovely long slow deep breaths through the nose and out through the mouth. And just bringing yourself into the space where you find yourself. And like I said, it could be outside, could be cozily inside looking out the window, or just simply in a space that you feel connected and safe. So there's so many things at the moment that can cause us really to go into kind of a bit of, I would say, disconnect. And what I mean by that is just keep breathing and relaxing and centering while I'm talking to you. And what I mean by this disconnect is the sense that, we can disconnect when somebody says something that we disagree with. We can disconnect when somebody acts in a way that we judge as kind of being mean, non-gracious, ungenerous. We can... that's a nice sign. 5 magpies all chasing each other around in the sky above us. So, and we can disconnect really also from ourselves if we feel that if we judge ourselves as kind of having acted in a way that we sort of disapprove of, or that we're embarrassed about, we're ashamed of, or we feel guilty of, we can kind of disconnect really from ourselves, and we can disconnect and we can stop trusting, the sounds or the sensations that our body is sharing with us, or that our emotions, and our intuition are trying to kind of connect and share information with us. So we are really living in this world of disconnect, and I know that when we want to reach out and connect with our fairy folk, with elementals and nature, with this kind of wildness that is the natural world and the plant world, it's really all about reconnecting, coming into this, remembering our sacred relationship. So we know that we do that through the breath, and I'm also going to share with you this lovely meditation through the heart today, which is really going to help you feel that sense of reconnection, not just with the green spaces, but actually with this whole web of life that we are part of. And we, as much as we don't want to be part of it sometimes, this is where there is this friction, is because we are part of the world. We have created the world, which perhaps causes us discomfort. We are human beings walking in a world with others who we are judging to be kind of mean and not having the same values as us, and actually we're all connected, and so we need to heal this disconnect, because rather than push things away when they trigger us or upset us, we just need to heal that part in ourselves that is lacking in the love, that isn't accepting. Okay, so this is going to help. So from your lovely centered space, just feeling that air come in through the nose and expand in your belly, and feeling your feet really connected into the earth, rooting you down into the center of the earth there, or your sit bones or your back if you're lying down. Just have your lovely roots that anchor you into the earth. And then through the crown of your head, I always love to imagine that I've got this silvery thread, this beam of light that travels up into the cosmos, connecting me with this cosmic frequency that is me, this alignment with the stars, with the planets, with, this multi-dimensional aspect. So let's open this channel now by imagining this beam of light, and it's connected to the crown and up to the cosmos. So it is transmitting and it's also receiving. So allow yourself to open in that moment, in this moment here. So breathing in, we have the beautiful, divine, cosmic connections coming from the multiverse. And we also have the earthly, grounded, rooted energy that nurtures us and nourishes us, this creative force of Mother Earth that comes into our bodies. So bring all of that into your heart, and it might help you to connect with your heart by placing your hand on your heart. And then if you're in nature like I am, and if you're not, you'll have to imagine. But bring to mind, or even have a look around you at all of the plants, or all of the natural things that you can see, or in your imagination, if you're imagining a beautiful place in nature. And just bring to mind, or take a look at these beautiful plants that are around you. Watching how they grow. Listening to the bird song, marveling at the unique form and shape and size of all these plants that are around you, or in your mind's eye as you imagine a favorite place in nature. And you might bring to mind a favorite tree, or you might be able to imagine the plants around you in their different stages of growth, because I know we're in winter now, so I'm looking out at these plants, but I can see their potential, and I know what they look like when they come into their glorious, splendiferous, blooming, flowering stages. So allow yourself to relax and feed your senses or your imagination with these marvelous beings, these lovely green beings that are growing in all of their uniqueness. And there may be some that you like more than others, some that you really admire, some that look weaker and perhaps a little unhealthy or unhappy. There might be some that kind of annoy you because they're weeds and you actually want to grow vegetables or something else where they are insisting to grow. There might be some that kind of harm you a little bit when you try to walk through this space. They might be a bit thorny or sharp, so they might leave little cuts or pinpricks on your skin and cause splintering. So there might be some that are kind of niggling you. But then there are others which are simply so beautiful, they're magnificent, and you appreciate deeply what they do, not just for the landscape, for the soil and all the creatures holding the water, but also what they do for you, their beauty, their majesty, the way that they shape the landscape, the way that they cast light and bring in different creatures and wildlife and birds into the space. So allow yourself to soften and feel all of this in your heart. Feel all of the love that you sense, and it's your great appreciation really for these plants. So either plants that are around you that you can see, or in your mind's eye that are in these places that you love to walk or that you love to visit. Favorite places and plants that are there, that you see. Might even be a tree that you can imagine when you were growing up, a tree that used to be in your back garden or in the playing field at school. Perhaps there was a tree that you used to all huddle under and gossip under. Or a lovely cherry blossom, for example, that you might remember, or the hawthorn blossom that you might remember in the spring. Just bringing to mind and bringing all of these into your heart and really appreciating and starting to feel that warmth in your heart, this love that you have for the natural world, for all the differences and the diversity there that actually all together just creates this profound beauty that we're so blessed with, that we get to experience. And then just imagining that from your heart, connected to all of these imaginings or all of these plants that you see, are tiny strands of light that beam out from your heart and connecting very subtly to these plants and places that you've brought to mind. And these beams of light are connecting you. They are part of this great invisible web of life that weaves you together with all of these creatures and all of these plants and all of these places and all of these circumstances here as you walk your earth path. And I want you to feel, open in your heart now and just drop into that space and feel and sense this connection with all these living beings. And I want you to open now and feel and sense the love and appreciation that they too have for you. So all of these places that you visit, as you tread these paths and walk through nature or sit in your garden space and see and brush up against different plants, flowers, herbs, as you tread on the grass and the paths, as you feel and interact with these green beings and places and energetic spaces, all of this creates ripples in the web of life, and it all creates this connection through tiny bright strands of light and tiny bright pulses of love that come from you and through you and radiate from your heart in your appreciation, but they are also radiated back to you. So allow yourself as you breathe to simply open and feel this connection. Feel the deepest love and appreciation that the natural world has for you as a human being, or shall we say, a energetic body, a frequency that is unique, that flows and moves in or with a unique pattern, a signature that at this moment is enclosed in a human body and is often confined to the human patterns and ways of living and moving. But know that these green beings and places in nature, they see you, they feel you, and they connect with you as this energetic frequency, a pattern of energy. So as you love them through your heart, as you open and soften your body to feel, see, sense and appreciate them, open so that you can feel, see, sense and receive the appreciation that they show and they radiate for you. There's nothing to do here, just have your eyes closed. Breathe in deeply, slowly, feeling yourself as this real integral part of this web of life. Knowing that the plants where you live see you and they appreciate you, they witness you, and they see your energy shift as you move through the days and the weeks. And the birds that come and go, they too feel your presence and they see you and they read you and they may even try to talk to you. And so too do the stones and the sun and the rain and the clouds and the earth herself feels your footsteps as you step out, as you tread lightly or as you move with heavy heart, heavy steps, carrying the weight of the world. So bring all of this into your heart. And know yourself to be loved, to be a really important part of the puzzle of this beautiful jigsaw, of this intricate weave that we are all, the fabric that we're all woven into. And know yourself to be so much greater than you think you are. And feel that greatness in your heart. Allow yourself to feel this connection to the web that holds you. A web of life, a web of light, and a web of love. So on this next in-breath, really just breathe all of that into your heart. And as you breathe out, breathing out and offering a deep gratitude for this experience, for this moment in time that we've all shared together in the garden. And if you want to revisit or even stay in this space, you can, and you can feel it, you can ask questions, you can explore. Otherwise, just bring yourself back and open your eyes and bring some movement into your body. And I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments. And I hope that's going to be a useful meditation, not just for connecting to our garden spaces, but actually for remembering that we are connected. So next time you want to push away because somebody's upset you, or you've heard something in the news that's made you go, I can't believe it. Just remember that we're all part of this. I can say we're all part of the problem and we're all part of the solution. So next time you feel yourself pushing away, remember, okay, actually, I need to know more. I need to ask more questions and open my heart more, because we're all connected. Anyway, I'm feeling in a lovely space now to go and do some gardening, do some spring pruning. So I really hope I get to see as many of you as possible on Tuesday for our monthly online gathering. It's going to be a beautiful opportunity to tune in with the energies, and there's a lot going on right now. This fire horse, so powerful and sort of momentous, for us in terms of shifting. So we want to kind of gather, giddy up. We want to get on this beautiful horse and seize the day. And we're in these final stages of kind of shedding the skin. So think about what you're releasing at the moment. Think about what you're letting go, so that this new cycle with this really strong energy of the horse and the fiery creative force of that loving heart can be fully harnessed for you in the next 12 months. So I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.